Entertainment lawyer yemisi Falaye, also known as Falaye, has showered encomium on singers Davido and Olamide. According to the lawyer, these artists have raised music stars thriving in the industry, both locally and internationally. She maintained that both the YBNL boss Olamide and DMW boss Davido deserve national honor for nurturing stars and birthing numerous millionaires. She asserted that the two artists single-handedly made sustained stars without help from any godfather. And that's on period. That's on period.
Sorry, I don't know who this entertainment lawyer is. Okay. And I smell some bias, some form of bias in her session, right?
Why do you say so?
Now, let me, for somebody who's been in the industry for quite more than a decade now, I would say I smell a whole lot of bias. No.
Why do you think? You don't believe that they deserve this?
Let me break it down for you, right? Davido, YBNL boss Olamide, Don Jazzy, MI. These are the real names. Now, let me put it in order of ranking, yeah? Don Jazzy, MI, Olamide. Davido shouldn't even come into that equation. Should I break it down? Mention the Davido artist that you know aside Miracle that is thriving right now. You see what I mean? Okay. So Davido is a one-man business. You can't thrive under Davido because he's so big an artist that you under the label, you're going to find it very difficult to actually shine. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Wow. So it would have happened in the YBNL camp if Olamide was still pushing. But Olamide needed to take a lean back and like, let my artists, the Shakira, the Fireboy, Lil Cash back then, let him just thrive. So but for Davido should even come into the equation. You understand? Yeah. So if she had mentioned, right, where I had issues with that, if she is mentioning MI for CK, right? CK had the most streamed song in the whole world right now. Over 500 million. Yes, to Nigeria. That was over 500 million streams, and that is on the Chocolate City. MI is doing a whole lot, so you can't take that away from Chocolate City. Then again, YBNL, of course, the likes of Shakira, who's just the current sensation, street sensation. Shakira
is just this year, so
we can't really say. No, let's even assume because he's been getting international shows as well. The likes of Ghana and some African countries. Don Jazzy has been.
Don Jazzy is the icon of.
Do you understand? Jazzy is everywhere. He has every.
Let's start for more hits.
Do you understand? The band. No, let's even talk about the current Maven 0. Or is it 5.0 right now? Irish Star, the Crayon. Maven's got the. Apparently one of the biggest tunes right now, the Ijo Laba Laba by Crayon. It's one of the biggest tunes right now. So what are you saying? So Davido doesn't have any artists. Miracle is still one of Davido's false to reckon with. And Miracle is like,
I think Dremo under DMW too.
If you talk about Dremo, right, which song does Dremo have? Dremo's not even top 20 right now when it comes to top 20 songs. No sentiments.
Just Miracle actually.
So I understand. So take Davido out of that equation, Madam Falaye, all right? Take him out. Davido is one-man soldier, right? Give it up for...
OBO fans, you guys are going to take this.
See, I'm an OBO person, right? I always support Davido, but sometimes we need to tell the truth, right? Let them bring tribalism into it because you can't just mention Yoruba artists and leave the Igbo guy and the Hausa guy out of it. That's what I see here. Because MI is from the north, all right? Don Jazzy, sorry I had to bring this tribalism because that's what I smell. Because you can't just come out. How do you, if you don't have your facts, Falaye, come out and say, I don't really have facts. Say something that is substantial, except maybe she was quoted out of context. What she was saying was more like...
except that, because not mentioning...
But if you're only going to mention Davido and Olamide, come on now. You're not an entertainment lawyer. You're not. It's not possible, man. Sorry, I'm taking this personal.
Just calm down. Don't let Davido fans come for you. I beg. All right, moving on to our next story. A man has divorced his wife after she refused to remove her father's name and replace it with his surname in all her documents as well as social media handles. Okay, this is Nigeria for you. Facebook user Ike Oji, who shared the story online, said the husband had asked the wife to effect the change of name on her documents as well as her social media handles, but she refused, stating that the change will affect her. He said this problem lingered on until the man decided to end their marriage. What in Nigeria is this? This is so... Is this really an issue? Is it really a big deal?
Yes, it's a big deal in Africa.
In Africa,
it's a big deal in Africa. But I feel they're usually wasted this thing, except they didn't really like themselves. I've seen, you know,
so small of an issue to end the marriage.
So, for instance, right, what's your surname? What's your surname?
Oshili.
Oshili. So, if you're Tonya Oshili right now, and I feel your surname is big enough to actually still make you shine, right?
Yeah.
So, if my surname is Sugar, right? So, you can actually have Tonya Oshili Sugar.
T-O-S.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So, it's not necessarily I'll ask you to take that Oshili out. And I feel every man should stop pressurizing a woman whose father is bigger than you.
Exactly. She gave reasons that this is going to affect her.
Yes.
Might not only be financially, but her reputation as a whole.
Of course.
And he not listening to that, it's very, very
That's
wrong.
what I'm saying.
Like,
so August,
you don't want her to thrive on her own.
The thing is, what if the man is saying, add my own name to your name?
No, he's saying remove.
If he say remove your surname, no. There's a whole lot to it. They need to probably have a set down arrangement with a lawyer that actually draft everything out. Here's what I have to lose if I take away my surname.
Exactly.
Are you willing to provide that? If you're not willing, then, you know, and I don't see why you should have 1 million in your bank account and the girl has 100 million in her bank account. You're telling her to remove her surname. Come on, guys, be reasonable now. Be reasonable.
Well, most marriages, I feel like if they had spent the right amount of time getting to know each other, we should be able to compromise when some situations come, because using a surname as a basis to divorce your wife because she refused to change, it doesn't really make sense.
No. To some family, to some family, it makes a whole lot of sense to them.
No, but with the reason she gave, at least let's say she says, okay, after like 2 or 3 years, I can switch. Let me just stabilize and then get enough out of this name. Because people already know me with this name. People already recognize me as this. It's a brand for this woman from what she's saying. So for the man not to be considerate enough to even see reason in what she's saying.
Now, we need to check the basis of that marriage. We need to check the basis of that marriage. Was there a court wedding? Because if there was a court wedding, that's where the conversation started from. Because definitely you need to table your name, the name you've been known for. So if that was the case, if there was a court wedding, right, and the man says, my name is Adamu, so I need you to now be Sophie Adamu, and you say, no, you want to say BS Sophie Garba, you understand? Or I'm saying BS Sophie Garba Adamu, and you refuse, then there's a problem. So if that's the case, the man has the right to be like, man, which means you're trying to belittle me, because there's no time for you to take... Oh, now we're
coming back to the whole ego...
No, like the Africans... No, this is it, even...
Forget about African...
No, okay. Even in saner climes, hold up, even in saner climes, right? You will have an artist get married to another person. Like I said, you become Tonya Oshili, you have your husband's name on the side. So in case of anything, you could always just sweep it out. But if for any reason you decide not to put that your husband's name, then there's some selfishness. There's some amount of selfishness.
On whose side? On the
lady's side.
Okay.
Everywhere, because except the man doesn't just care. He doesn't really like you. Because some men, it's pride. To just tell them. I remember there was a lady who met us one time at the office, and she was like, we should sign forms for her because her husband, all right, she's now married and she wants her husband's name to be, and the husband says she wants it. Because so many, like,
they take pride
that's my wife. He needs to hear his name on
as
it.
per my property, let me get that.
No, not really that. It shows that connectivity that you now left your father's house. You are now with me. We are rolling together. But if you refuse, after court,
people say social media. It's like,
yes, social media. See, I once had a babe. Listen, I once had a babe during the time of Facebook. You know, Facebook has been revealing things. So ask you relationship, not relationship, complicated. Family, do you understand? So when in her social media, wherever, she had not in a relationship. We started dating 6 months. He's still not in a relationship. I have to be like, babe, put this thing in a relationship. Really? And she had issues with that. I see. I broke the relationship. You get it. We need to define all those things. So some men take it very personal. I feel there should be a balance somewhere. So
I just feel they should actually have talked this out and just ending it in divorce.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Serious of a
even if they didn't talk it out, right? When they get to courts, from the woman's the reason the woman is giving right now, if that's the only reason, then the woman was a little bit selfish. Because if you go to courts, right, you will not tell them that your name is now Tonya Oshili. Is that Oshili Sugar? So automatically that document, you take it everywhere, to your bank details, to your office, and it automatically changes once you have your newspaper proof of that. So if you now refuse to, you now tell the lawyer right there in court that no, still leave me and my son's name, don't add my husband's name, you have an ulterior motive. You should be. So the man knows why he's probably saying.
So in your opinion, the divorce is okay? Like it was the right? Do you think it's well enough for that kind of issue? Like
you see, it's the man's opinion, right? If the man decides to say he wants a divorce,
where's the love from the start?
That's what I'm saying now. Obviously, the woman didn't really like the guy, because if she really likes the guy, she will even clean her complete father's name and bear the guy's name and his father's name at the same time.
Well, kudos to them. Kudos to them. Moving on our next story, one of the masterminds behind the 2016 Paris hotel robbery of Kim Kardashian has blamed the reality star for the crime. Now, one of the robbers, Eunice Abbas, who has spent nearly 2 years in prison for the sensational $10 million heist, has blamed Kim for it, saying she should be a little less showy. He noted, "Since she was throwing money away, I was there to collect it, and that was that. Guilty? No, I don't care." Eunice was one of the 12 people to be charged over the incident and said the gang used the internet to track down the star. He revealed how he stayed downstairs while the gang raided the star's room. Kardashian's secretary called for help, but she called 911 in the United States, which scared us, which made them lose a lot of time. And when we got out, there was a bunch of police outside who didn't know anything about the robbery. In 2016, while Kim and her family were in Paris for the Paris Fashion Week, robbers posed as cops and gained entrance into her room while her sisters were away. So this guy is blaming Kim for being robbed by him and his gang. And like, I can't 100% blame him, because when you post your location, your destination, your family's, like everything is just on social media, you give room for a lot of things to happen to you. That's why you were asking me earlier that where do I live? I was like, hold up. Are you a potential kidnapper? Because these things are very, very important, and a lot of people are watching. You don't know who is even following your life, and most of these celebrities, they have very, very crazy fans that idolize them and want to just be in their presence. And you know, like what he said, Kim is the reason, or she's to blame for the robbery. Do you think he's totally wrong, or
no? It's
not good to steal or to rob someone, but then.
But he might have if that guy's a professional thief, he will actually go with his point and say, hey, look, him is the reason for. But I mean, it's not in Nigeria; he's in America, right?
Yeah.
It's in the abroad, and if he says he was probably, if he has a good lawyer to say, man, he was probably enticed, and as a kleptomaniac. And but from the entire story I read, it was like a gang of robbers.
Yeah, not just him.
Dressed as police officers who actually went in to rob Kim. And it still says the same thing, police safety. What they usually say, they're like, hey, look, man, don't display stuff on social media, don't do this and all of that. I know people who go to eat breakfast at certain locations and they make videos before they eat.
And they add the location.
And they add location. We're chilling here at the
hotel. I used to do that to them, never like
or some people, they just move into a particular, posh estate. They're like, wow, check out my environment. I'm going, this is my estate. That display their wristwatch and all of that. You're actually drawing attention to yourself. But the thing is, for Kim, like, that's your lifestyle. The Kardashians, that's your lifestyle. That's how they rose to fame. So they must put everything out so that people will know what's up with them. So this guy is just a professional thief who felt like, man, let me just say something. He knows he's still going to spend more years in jail. 2 years already, right?
Yeah. He doesn't even feel guilty. He's never remorseful. In fact, I'm sure if he had the chance, he would do it again.
Of course, if they let him out, he's going to definitely do it again. So that's just it.
Anyways, let's move on from this. Shakira is furious with former partner Gerard Pique after he was seen stepping out with his new student girlfriend, who is 12 years his junior. The singer is reportedly very angry. He broke an alleged deal to keep new relationships quiet for a year. Shakira's family has said she is fuming at seeing images of the father of her 2 children in public with his new girlfriend. Shakira started dating Gerard after they met in 2010 when he appeared in her Waka Waka music video. The couple has agreed on temporary custody agreements, but not revealed why they broke up. Gerard Pique, our Barcelona guy. Look at this guy already moving on.
Yes, now you can't tie a man down. Regardless of whether you guys have kids or not, you can't. The thing is, if the relationship is going south,
yeah,
you guys want to separate, but don't tell the man what to do. You see, even if
this is something that they mutually agreed on now. They signed a deal not to. Even though you want to get into a relationship, keep it on the low. There are children involved.
Do you know if you are my girlfriend and we break up right now and we have a mutual agreement, I see, for the sake of what we had, don't date any other person
for at least a year.
At least a year, right? I'll agree. Right, but the next person I'm gonna date, it was not in that picture. So even if it was a written agreement, who took this picture, right? The paparazzi. You cannot tell me because I'm now going for a gala Mets. I shouldn't go with my babe, or if I go with my babe. Of course, photographers want to photograph me and the babe. So who posted it? Did this guy post the picture? Did he leak it? If it was the press that leaked it, man, she should just lick her wounds and just
I feel this points out to Shakira still, like she still loves him. And for the fact that he's the father of her children.
She doesn't love him. She just want to control him. That's just
not control. She's not totally over it. You guys move on. So just finish one, jump. Like, you guys
how do you, what kind of agreement would you tell me
why can't you just take time
I should not take, how do I take time? What? Like, so what?
So you can't, you say that guys cannot stay without having a girl with them by their side. Not just by their side. You know what I mean by with them?
It's not possible.
On a sexual level.
No, it's not possible.
Wow.
It's not possible. You could run mad.
You just came up from a marriage. You could run
you could go mental. See, the thing is, you need that kickback, all right? You need to stay sane, especially if you just living, except you undergoing therapy, right? On a more serious level.
Come on, you're a father. You should be more mature than that. Which one is mental because of that babe?
What's maturity about having
a
woman beside you?
You're a father. You just left, come on. You have children that are going to be seeing stuff on the internet and you don't even care about how...
Are they seeing my sex tape on the internet? No, they're not seeing it. But they are seeing me with the other woman that I like.
I can't even take this with you. I can't even...
No. You see, you see me with another woman that I like, and the kids because if you don't see me now, you still see me later. And the kids will still ask, Mommy, who is that? They'll be like, oh, that's your dad's new girlfriend. That's your dad's new wife or something.
Wow. Keep it on a low. Okay, you want to still do your thing, not in public. If you're not in the public with her, how will paparazzi capture it?
That's what I'm saying. So how do I go for a very serious event without the love of my life?
Because you are separated.
I will not tell the woman, please don't come with me, or they might catch
me. After you already found love of your life, after you separated.
Okay, wait. Let me hold up. Let me just put this question to you real quick before we go.
The lady that did this now
check
and the guy is crying.
Check this out. So you just separated from me and you are in a new relationship. And there's this big award where everybody's going to be there. I wouldn't
be in a new relationship immediately.
Not immediately, right? Okay, forget you're not even in a relationship. You're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
Then somebody who just separated from his wife, you're dating that person, but you're away, just separated from his wife. Then there's this big award that's happening that needs, you need to be there. You need to be photographed. So the guy will now tell you, Tonya, don't come with me, or I don't want them to see me and you in this thing. How would you feel?
I would understand because I know his wife is his ex-wife is going to be looking out for that day to see pictures.
I rest my case.
How can you be empathetic? How would he feel if she was, maybe him, he doesn't even care because I'm sure that the reason why they broke up is because of him not being faithful. So let's never say that she hasn't put out why they broke up. Anyways, Shakira should just calm down. She's a hot babe. She'll get somewhere else, please. Anyways, guys, this is where we draw the curtain today. Our time is fast spent already, but thanks for watching as always. You can join the conversation on social media with the hashtag TEATIME. And remember, you can catch up on all our previous episodes, including this very one, and all our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch TEATIME on R2 TV and in London on Ben Television and StarTimes channel 308. A massive thank you goes to my anchor, my G,
yes,
the mother's favorite son-in-law,
Of course.
Sugar.
The Sugar of Lagos.
So
Follow
much.
me up at Sugar of Lagos on Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter, and Facebook.
Sugar is take Gary with honey.
Yes.
Okay.
Try it, guys. You're gonna like Gary, honey, ice, milk, and all of it.
Thank you so much to the production team as well. Thank you guys for watching Plus TV Africa's Tea Time. My name is Antonia Oshili. Peace out.